Welcome to the Chronically Becoming podcast, where belief meets strategy and purpose is planned with grace. I'm your host, Shedrica Holmes, mama, lupus warrior, and the creative behind Lupus Speaks and Chronically Becoming. This show is for women living with chronic illness who are ready to stop surviving and start building a life that actually works. Every episode is rooted in the Chronically Planned method, a framework built on belief, flexible planning, and aligned execution. So if you've been looking for a space where faith and planning meets rest and realness, welcome home. Let's get into today's conversation. Hey, friend. So I've been sitting with something and I just need to talk it out with y'all because this is the first time in a long time that I'm not just trying to be better, but I'm actually trying to feel whole. And it's been a journey getting here, let me tell you, because like I say all the time, life be lifing. And last week we talked about becoming still. And what came up in the stillness really surprised me because being still, it showed me just how disconnected I've really been from my body. Like, I get compliments all the time. Your skin, it looks so good. You're so thin and tiny. You don't even look like you have lupus. And, we don't really like that per se. Yeah, I appreciate the compliments, but I'm gonna be real with you. I might look well, but I don't feel well. And I'm not talking about like the joint pain, achy kind of way that I may have experienced in the past. But just because lupus is invisible, my fatigue, my cravings, my symptoms, those are really real. So I just kind of want to tap into what becoming whole feels like to me. And wholeness for me right now, it looks like the other day when I went walking through Whole Foods and I just went in there to look because I've been in that store probably like one time before, but never really with the intention of like, I'm gonna buy something. I'm just kind of like looking. And that's basically what the other day was. But just something about being in that environment and being in that space, looking at colorful produce and feeling something stir inside of me like, this is what I want in my life. This is what I want my future self to feel like whole. Like, not that I'm trying to be on a diet and I'm not trying to perform this act of wellness because we see that all the time, just the highlights of people, you know, going on their healing journey. And that is all nice and all, but what does it feel like to actually do it? Like, I hope that makes sense because that's really where I'm at right now. Like, I'm just now finally listening to what my body has been asking me for. And that's color, lightness, and ease. And I know I talk about planning a lot, um, and how I use my planner to create ease and structure in my life. And yes, that definitely helps. And I can talk to you all day long about categories and breaking things down to get your mind right in a place where you can actually like move. But in my becoming still moment, I realized that again, I've been planning all these things, but I was lacking the care that I actually truly need. I was planning and preparing for the future me, the steps that it takes to have a thriving business and, you know, helping other people. But what I was really lacking was helping myself. And in that stillness, I felt like that's what I've been called to do for myself. So with this whole wholeness aspect, I posted on Threads and I just said, what does it feel like to really become whole? Like, what is that next step? And it was a true question for me because that our mindsets start the pathway of wholeness or feeling whole or complete or just believing and seeing what we want to get out of our life. Being in the store and just like looking at all of these things, it made me feel like this summer, because it's so hot, that I just want to lean more into a pescatarian diet, or I won't even say diet, but just a food palette. Lighter, simpler foods, more fruit, more vegetables, some seafood. And not because I should, but just because I just want to feel that wholeness in my body. Like, I want to feel hydrated. I want to feel like I'm full just in a physical space. And I'm not the workout type of girly that just puts on her tennis shoes and just goes to the gym and activates her body. That's just something that I've never experienced. I would like to get into that, but right now my body is calling me towards food. So in the fall, I feel like I might shift my body again and lean more into like the heavier foods and grounding meals. But right now, I just want to feel light just as much as I want my brain to feel light and my life to feel light and smooth and at ease. And I just feel like if I start out with my meals, then I would be in the right direction. If I'm starting with hydrating my body and supplement it with nutrients like, B12 and vitamin D, whatever that I might not be getting from being outside. So shout out to my girl, Miss Jenny Mack, because her colorful meals and healing lifestyle has just been so inspiring to me. And the more I see it, the more I crave and desire to have that as a part of my future. And a part of becoming is actively doing the things that are needed to be done in order to become her. So all this time in this becoming era of mine, I'm realizing that I'm just trying to come off of the surviving compliments, the compliments that don't mean I'm okay. Like, wholeness isn't about being seen. It's about feeling safe inside my own body and my mind and my spirit. So if you listen to this and you've been pushing through, looking well on the outside, as most of us do, but struggling deeply in the inside, I really want you to stop right now and ask yourself, what is the one thing that my body has been asking me for that I just been ignoring? Could it be water? Could it be rest? Could it be permission to stop faking like you're okay when you're actually not? Whatever it is, I want you to honor that feeling. Not fix it, but just honor it. That is where wholeness begins. That is how I became wiser and more clear about where I'm at and how I'm actually feeling. Like, I really do want to feel 100% myself, and I want to feel good, and it starts within my body. Like, I was having a conversation with my friend earlier today, and I might be stepping on a whole lot of people's toes right now, but this is as real as I can get. I am experiencing a lot and trying to protect what I've been going through really hasn't been serving me in the ways that I would like. It's almost like running away from the true reality that I'm experiencing. And I know a lot of us do that. And we can be lazy. And I'm not saying lazy as in sitting on your behind and not doing nothing. I'm talking about lazy as in your ownership of your life, the state of being that you are in right now. And this excludes those who are just physically not capable of doing some type of work to change. This is more so to the woman, the woman who's burnt out, who's overwhelmed, who is unclear about everything in life right now. And I just want to ask you, what did you do? Like, what did you do? What are you doing to actually go all in on your life? Go all in on your future. Have you actually taken that chance? Have you, or do you just listen to what other people have told you you are? Even the things that you tell yourself that's not positive, is that the only thing that you are listening to? Because we have a tendency to, or maybe I should just speak for myself, but the tendency to not take full responsibility over our lives. And I'm saying this because I've been lazy. I know that food, nutritious food, would make me feel better, but I just choose not to do it. I know that drinking water and getting outdoors and exercising would possibly potentially make me feel better, but I just choose not to do it. And the question is why? And why now? Why now am I deciding to incorporate this in my everyday life? I'm going to tell you. Because planning a future of a thriving business and planning all of these things that are great things that I've already done and succeeding in them still don't make me feel good. Because at the end of the day, the body is what you have. That is what you have ownership over, and your mind. And if you allow the world or the doctors to tell you what you are and not actually do the work, and I mean in research, like, do you look at your labs and see certain components? Are you seeing the right doctors? The components of you that they're saying is something is wrong. Have you actually done the research to look into what that is and say, oh, well, that lack in this area is just because I need more vitamin D, or I have low energy, so I probably should do B12, or maybe I should stop overworking myself or rushing or burning myself out through these environments or these people that I'm around that don't serve me. Like, there are so many aspects in our lives that we have the opportunity to change, to do something about. So again, my question is, what did you do? What did you do to get out of survival mode and actually heal yourself? Yes, we have fatigue, but what do you do to energize yourself? Yes, we have people who don't give up if we got a chronic illness or not. They still gonna be mean, nasty, hateful. But what did you do to set boundaries and separate yourself from around them people? Yes, unlearning the food that we grew up eating that aren't healthy for us may be scary or new, or some of it might taste nasty to you at first. But what did you do to, make your body feel whole in replacing, the negative things or the negative foods to nurture yourself? Like, I hope that this is just not like this long rant of things that just don't make sense. But right now, like I said, I'm just venting out what I've been thinking lately, and just sitting in my stillness and just really like, okay, Shedrica, like, what do you need to do? Because whatever you've been doing, it don't work no more. Matter of fact, it's never worked. And I go back to the beginning of my healing journey and when I actually started to take initiative to make changes in my life because there were seasons where I just could not stand myself. You know, I just didn't like the person that I saw in the mirror, and it had nothing, absolutely nothing to do with lupus. It just was life and believing that, oh my goodness, I just know that I'm created for more. I'm destined for more and I desire more and I'm not doing anything. And then who is there to blame? Is there someone to blame? No, I don't think so. I just think it's just choice. I mean, if we go by the Bible and it's told to us time and time again that we are made in his image. And if that is the case, in his image, he was able to create light from darkness to human beings, to species and animals and creatures and all of these things. So then that leads me to believe that I am a creator too, that I can create all these things as well, that it is in me. And maybe I'm already that. Isn't that profound that we are already the creator of our lives? And if you just be still, feel whole, and do the right things, or heck, even the wrong ones, maybe the wrong ones will leave you with clarity and lead you into the right direction. Because again, I don't want to put this whole blame thing on you or make you feel like, everything is bad, because all the things that we've experienced is just supposed to be indicators that there is something to do. So yeah, that might be a rant of unnecessariness, but I don't know. It's just been some stuff that's just been on my mind as I just been reflecting and just being in the present moment, trying not to relive my past over and over and over again, and trying to run from, I don't want to be like this, I don't want to feel like this, and just be where I am right now and honor that, and just, accept that there are feelings that I want to feel and experiences that I want to have, and there is my responsibility to do what it takes to get there. I 100%, 1000% think that at the end of the day, it's on us as an individual, whether you have lupus or not. It is on you to decide how you want your life to be and let it play out. Things are going to come, they're going to interrupt that pattern sometimes, but as long as you have the faith and you believe and you're a little delusional about where you're trying to go, then eventually you just get there. So next week, I'm going to talk about becoming clear. And listen, I didn't realize how much indecision was actually draining me until I started practicing making decisions in the moment. I don't think that waiting or overthinking is the best for me. So just deciding and trusting myself, that is what's been giving me the clarity that I need. And I can't wait to share that with you, like what that looks like to become clearer and walk into that with more confidence, and how that has been building me up to just like fight for myself, like all the love that I have inside of me that God has given me, the way I pour into other people, the energy that people feel when they're around me. And I know this just because this is all that they say. And me just becoming more and more clear that I am what they saying that I am. And then just questioning, like, why don't I believe that fully? So I just want you to understand that if you're in your own becoming era and you want to go deeper, I have some free tools. They will be in my show notes. And if you want more information or just connection and community, then please just join my newsletter. Listen to the podcast as I'm just explaining this becoming era and what this actually looks like in real time. Because at the end of the day, we don't have to rush to be whole. We just have to be honest about what wholeness means for us today and actually do the things that need to be done. So that's it for today. Sorry for the long rant. I hope this was helpful to you and meaningful to you. And if it was, then please share it with a friend. And I will be back next week. Talk soon. I hope this episode poured into you the way you needed today. I hope you're walking away feeling a little lighter, a little clearer, and a little more seen. If this spoke to you, share it with another woman who needs this reminder too. And if you're ready to go deeper, whether that's planning your life around your body and your season, working on your goals, or just needing some good old-fashioned support, check out the show notes for ways to connect with me, grab your planning tools, or join me in the inner circle. Until next time, take care of yourself, protect your peace, and keep building the life you're dreaming of.